The yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 When the barrel's in your mouth. Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We're on. Good afternoon, scholars, faculty, staff, alumni, guests, special guests, honored guests. Welcome to York College's 2025 Convocation. I'm Tom Marion, Chair of Performing and Fine Arts, and I'm your MC. And before we begin, allow me, if you would, to recite a few words from Alexander Hamilton and what I believe pertains to your college students. Hey, I just got a scholarship to York College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I amaze and astonish. The problem is I got a lot of brains, but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. But here's the word, soon I'll be dropping knowledge. 'Cause I'm a diamond in the rough, a shining piece of coal, gonna reach my goal with every test, a success inestimable. I'm still young at heart, but my mind is older. These New York City streets made me bolder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I have learned to manage, but I can eat a sandwich and my brain's still famished. So the plan is to fan this spark into a flame. And where's the best place to do it? Let me spell out the name. Here at YORKCOLLEGE, your college is for me, the star of the city university. A guiding light shining in diversity, not adversity. You just wait and see. We're all here so we can cheer your ascendancy. Why, in only 4 years, just think where you can be. In only 4 years, framing that degree. 'Cause York hails from every country and we're proud, scrappy, and hungry, and we always take a shot. Gotta take a shot. Game-changing shot. Brittany Griner shot. Yeah, take it to the rack. Don't hold back. Take your shot. Lay a alley-oop to the hoop. See it drop. Watch out for the block. Don't run out the clock. Rebound, pivot, spot. Take your shot from the sideline. Out of time. Game-winning shot. 'Cause we hail from every country and we're, yes, and scrappy. And we're not thrown away, not thrown away. No, you're not thrown away, not thrown away. York's not thrown away. We're all not thrown away our shots. The amazing Ashley Kiko. Cardinals, please welcome the president of the Student Government Association, Akeem Pollock.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I can't believe I'm going after that, so I think I was set up. So, Chancellor, presidents who are here, cabinet, faculty, staff, my fellow student government senators, distinguished friends, and most importantly, the students, especially our incoming students, I hope you're having a great afternoon. So, there's a line that speaks to me, and I think it'll speak to you too. You know, whether you're Team Drake or Team Kendrick, you know, I'm gonna try to sing. I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. God's plan, God's plan. Did I do okay? You know, the reality, when I hear those words, it's the reality of student leadership. You know, we move calmly because we have to navigate so many challenges without losing focus. You know, we don't start trouble because division doesn't get us anywhere. And yes, keeping it peaceful is sometimes a struggle, but it's a necessary struggle because our plan, York's plan, is bigger than any one of us. It's about building a stronger York together. And at this time, I would just like to introduce our incoming senators for this semester. Could you please stand? And our advisor, soon to be Dr. Skinner. Would you please stand too? Yeah, great. All right. So York didn't just appear out of thin air. You know, our story started small. In 1967, with only 371 students and 50 young faculty members, York opened its doors in rented spaces. And during New York fiscal crisis in the 1970s, the survival of CUNY's newest senior college was at serious risk. But the community refused to let it die, and they fought to keep York not just alive, but to remain a senior college and build a campus. And now, York isn't just 371 students anymore, it's over 5,000 strong. A diverse, resilient community that represents the heart of Queens, the spirit of CUNY, and a promise of higher quality, higher education. And that's what York Made means. Strength through struggle, progress through unity, and a future that's bigger than anything one person could build alone. So now, as your student government, our role is to make sure that Stronger Together isn't just a slogan. You know, I also serve a part of the CUNY University Student Senate, and one thing over the 26 campuses we're pushing for are free Metro cards and Omni cards for all CUNY students, because education should never come second to the price of a Omni swipe or Metro swipe. And we're pushing to improve student services here at York because no student should ever feel like they don't have the tools to succeed. Yeah, that's true. And we've been working side by side with administration. I know so far we've been annoying, but it's a good annoying. Because true progress only happens when students and leadership move as one. So to my fellow students, this year, I want you to own your York journey. Speak up, get involved, push us, your student government, to do even more. And to faculty and staff, keep believing in us, keep mentoring us, keep working with us, because we need you. I want to take the moment now to recognize and congratulate Dr. Claudia Schrader on being selected as president of York College. You know, Dr. Schrader, York will be the best experience you've ever had, because I know you've been at Medgar and KCC, but York is it. You know, we are, well, I can't say that. I can't say what we are. Yeah. Because, you know, York is family, and this family is proud and honored to have you as a leader at this crucial time. And to our whole community, let me say this. You know, we don't want division, we want determined action. You know, we don't want the confrontation, we want communication, and we don't want to tear down people. We want unity, positivity, and collective creativity. This is our year, this is our time. We are York made, and together we're stronger than ever before. Thank you, and have a great year, everyone. So at this time, I'm switching gears. I'll be introducing our Chancellor Felix V. Matos Rodriguez, the 8th Chancellor of the City University of New York, and the first Latino and first educator of color to lead our nation's largest urban public university. Since 2019, he has focused on breaking barriers for students, expanding career opportunities, streamlining transfers, and keeping CUNY one of the most affordable paths to a degree. A distinguished scholar and former president of Queens College and Hostos Community College, he has dedicated his career to opening doors and lifting lives through education. So please join me in welcoming Chancellor Felix V. Matos Rodriguez at this time.
Are you okay? Just want to thank you so much for that kind introduction, and congratulations to you and to all the senators. And I look forward to hearing from President Schrader how wonderfully non-annoying you continue to be for the rest of the year, and working in collaboration with the administration and the faculty and the entire team here. So why don't we give our student leaders here a big round of applause and thank them for their leadership. I am thrilled to be here on this lovely, lovely day here at York with all the students, the faculty, the staff, the alumni, the fellow CUNY presidents who are here joining us. I'm going to invent a title now. Dear friend, Senior Vice Chancellor Emeritus Glenda Grace. I'm going to give you a new title. Thank you for being here. And all the distinguished guests that have come here to celebrate York and to celebrate an outstanding leader, your president, Claudia Schrader. So she is the 8th president at York. I never have found out why people like counting, right? What does that say or mean? But she's the 8th. And President Schrader is not only an exceptional CUNY leader, but one whose personal journey would resonate with many of our students. She was born and grew up in the wonderful Caribbean, and I'm biased, in St. Croix, right? And the daughter of a primary school principal and a public servant in her dad. She came to New York after high school, started college here at the age of 17, about 3 years ago, and worked hard to live up to her parents' belief in the power of education and the drive for excellence, first as a student at Rutgers, then at Columbia, and eventually finding her way to her CUNY career here at home. During her 2 decades at CUNY, President Schrader has brought energetic and innovative leadership to 4 of our campuses, which I love all equally. Right? I cannot be like you. I have to, love all my children. And but first, she was faculty and provost at Bronx Community and at Medgar Evers. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Security will take you out at the end, right? That's on you. And later as the president of Kingsborough Community College before coming and serving as interim here at York, and then becoming your president. And at every step of the way, in faculty roles, in administrative roles, Claudia has lived the CUNY mission of breaking down barriers to educational opportunity, and she's never forgotten who she's doing the work for. And I think that's one of the most special things that has characterized her in her journey. No matter the title, no matter the institution, she knows who she's here to serve, right? And who is the priority. And I have been blessed to be able to see the impact of her work in some of the numerous roles that I've had at CUNY. I had the pleasure of getting to know her when she was at Bronx Community, and I was over at Ostos Community College in the Bronx, and the 3 CUNY Bronx schools sort of worked together, and I was able to see the impact that she had, the work with the faculty at Bronx Community. Later, I was at Queens when she started at Kingsborough, and saw the impact that she made as a president there. Then, as chancellor, I had the opportunity to nominate her to the board to do the work here at York, and I couldn't be more pleased. De nada, yes. And they wrote some things here about the things that she did at Kingsborough, which would be annoying to you because it's like, who cares, right? Thank you. I know. Notice that, I can, the Counts people did their job. They did those things, right? Let the record show there's a whole record of accomplishments prior to coming to York. Can we agree to that? Okay, good. But again, since she came to York, you have seen her invest in details, knowing that everything that you have in the campus matters, the physical plan, the way in which you engage the students, the human touch with that, being able to appreciate all the different sectors that make up the life of this wonderful university, knowing that everybody plays a role in the success of the students, in the ability of faculty to be able to conduct their research and be incredible teachers, and in the capacity of the staff to be able to run the programs and service students, faculty, and community in a special way. You have seen some of her advocacy, right? I mean, the first thing she mentioned to me when we walked in is about the Cardinal's Kitchen, right? And the impact that has had in just revitalizing, and sometimes it's the simple things that are complicated to do that matter. They signal to people that they are valued, that they're important, that they think about the things that are important to their success. And Claudia, throughout her career, has been a champion of identifying those things and making sure that they happen with an incredibly lovely way to nudge and to nudge and to persist and to persist and to smile and to nudge and to nudge and to smile and to nudge, right? Do I have it right? Right? That's why I hide from her in the central office. But again, let me just share another story, and I know this is something that, but I wanted to give a personal touch. And the pandemic was an incredibly difficult time for all of us in New York City and for us at CUNY trying to figure out how to keep people safe and be able to keep that engine of social mobility and education going so that the dreams and the aspirations of our students will not be derailed in facing this. So every campus had to innovate and we had to do different things. And Claudia was in that other school in Brooklyn whose name shall not be mentioned, right? But she really made it a point, right, to be able to, because it was difficult to bring students in, because it was difficult to do things in person, that she was going to personally take care of meeting the new students and going to visit them at their homes and welcome them and letting them know that even though there was a very impersonal element to this pandemic, that at the institution that she was leading, she was signaling how much the students were valued, how important they were, and trying to also make that understood to their families, right? Which also part of their journey. So she made up the welcome wagon, right? Which, you know, a version of that I know is being implemented here at York. And being the shy pedal that she is, that she doesn't like to be in pictures or social media or videos, right? Because we do know how incredibly shy our president is, right? The welcome wagon became a lovely way to give a personal touch to that student who was coming, who was maybe not really sure that they had the stuff to be ready for college. It might be the first one in their family to come to college. It might not understand all the lingo that we create, that we mostly understand, but it's, you know, a foreign language to some of our students and their families. The details about financial aid and deadlines that you have to, spending time with their families, right, which, as you know, are an important core of the success of our students, and then using that also in a lovely way to promote the college, to tell the story of this college, to let people know what are the programs, the opportunities. I had the opportunity to ride shotgun in the wagon, right? Could never keep up with all the social media angles and poses and videos and all those things. But I got to see that very personal side of your president in a really, really exemplary way in a number of visits that we got to do together. And that's why I knew that she was the perfect fit for this community here at York, that has a tradition of being rooted and anchored in community, which are values that are very dear to President Schrader, that sees community as an asset and as a way to build up towards dreams and aspirations, who values family in all our communities, that is unrelenting in expecting excellence, right? And there's no lower expectations because there might be less resources or because of different other structural factors. The expectation of excellence, the expectation of being able to provide for every student, for every member of the community, for every faculty and staff is deeply ingrained in her DNA. And then a wonderful human being, also anchored on faith. I've also had the pleasure to talk to her about the values of her family and how important her family life too is to her. And I know that she sees in each one of you members of the York community a family member. So I couldn't be prouder of having Claudia as a colleague. I couldn't be prouder to have nominated her to the Board of Trustees to become your president today. And now, Madam Schrader, Dr. Schrader, could you come forward? So, by the power vested upon me by the state of New York and by the CUNY Board of Trustees, it gives me incredible pleasure to officially announce Dr. Claudia Schrader as the president of the 8th president of York College, and by investing on her, this medallion is a symbol of her sacred bond with the York community, of her rights and responsibilities as president and the right to have additional bling as president. President Schrader. And now I give you the fully presidential and bling President of York, Dr. Claudia Schrader.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of York College, I extend a warm welcome to all of our guests, a big welcome back to our faculty and continuing students, and an even bigger welcome to our new faculty and students, and a happy new academic year to all of you. Thank you, Chancellor Matos Rodriguez, for your leadership, for your uncompromising support, and for all the footsteps you made, which I followed in. We both went from islands in the Caribbean Sea, him Puerto Rico, me St. Croix, to New York City. From being presidents of community colleges, he at Hostos and me at Kingsborough, to becoming presidents of senior colleges, Queens College, York, and from working in the Bronx to working in Queens. But I must tell you, Chancellor, the buck stops here. I am home. Because what a blessing is it to love what you do what you love in a place that you love. The combination of my investiture, a time-honored tradition that marks the formal installation of a college or university president, and Convocation, the official welcome to the college community for the new academic year, and the gathering in which we rededicate ourselves to our vocation, our calling as a faculty, staff, and students at your college couldn't be more perfect. Now, I can't say that in my formative years at Rutgers, when I was charting my own course for my future, that I received a call into higher education. Quite the opposite. What I experienced in one of my first college classes almost had me running back to Newark International Airport. Did I ever tell you about the time in one of my first journalism classes, as the only student of color, that I was invisible? I mean, I would raise my hand to be recognized and was ignored. And for the few times when I was called on, my response received no validation or affirmation. Yet, the students who would answer after me with the exact same response would be validated and affirmed. So after a while, I just stopped trying, I stopped raising my hand, and my voice was silenced. Fortunately for me, and because of colleges like York, students can avail themselves of a robust liberal arts education. One class in Africana Studies, and I was hooked on my new major. I was no longer invisible. I found my voice. And it wasn't until my senior year and a visit to Spelman College that perhaps a small seed was planted. When I saw then President Janetta B. Cole walking around Spelman's campus, talking to students, calling them by name, and I said to myself, if I ever became a college president, that's the kind I would be. From an inner whisper to a full-blown calling, today our work has never been more important. It's an important mandate. We are called to ensure that students can access the many pathways to earning a college degree. We are called to prepare them for careers in a rapidly changing economy, where they, at the minimum, can make a living wage. We are called to provide students with experiences that help them to value and respect the wonderful diversity of humanity. And we are called to enrich them with opportunities to make a positive difference for others. Students, please stand. You are called to take advantage of your time here at York. Take advantage of the access you have to your world-class professors. York faculty, please stand and be acknowledged. Students, turn around and look at these faculty members. Take advantage of their wisdom and the wisdom that flows from the staff in each of our offices and around the college, like public safety and our laborers that keep York running just so that you can achieve your dreams. Will all the York staff please stand and be acknowledged? Thank you. You may all be seated. And most of all, students, take advantage of your opportunity to earn a college degree and the experiences that exist for you to learn, to grow, and to make an impact. At York, our diversity is our superpower. As much as I hate to fly but love to travel, whenever my passports start itching, I just take a walk down the hall and talk to students. On the first day of classes, in the space of 10 minutes, I met students from Haiti, Togo, Jamaica, and Guyana. And then I moseyed on over to chat it up with Professor Milites, and I felt like I was in Greece again. Each of you brings unique perspectives, talents, aspirations, and voices that enrich our college community. Engage deeply with your studies, form lifelong connections, friends, and mentors, and explore the wide array of activities and opportunities available. But most of all, I want you to remember that education is not just about acquiring knowledge. It is about transformation. It is important to use all the gifts that you have and your voice and your presence to make a difference. Now, before I take my seat and the provost takes his place at the podium, I want to take this opportunity to thank the chancellor, the chancellery, the CUNY Board of Trustees, our elected officials, York faculty and staff, the Southeast Queens community, and our partners across the borough and the city for their unwavering support of York College. Thank you to my tribe, the ones here today, the ones not here today, and those here today, like my childhood and high school friends. Who flew in just for the day and knew me when I was half this size? Not with height. My favorite Rutgers professor, who I learned last year, used to teach at York. My fellow presidents, my friends and colleagues throughout my higher education journey from Medgar and William Patterson, BCC and KCC. My sorority sisters. The chancellor knows too much about this part of my life, okay? I'm just telling you right now, okay? My family, my better half, my best friend, and my husband, don't worry, that's one person. Thank you all for being here today and always. You are a reminder that I never stand alone. In fact, I stand on the shoulders of my ancestors who were taken in shackles through the door of no return, not knowing where they were going, what the future held, but hoping, dreaming, fighting, and planning for a better future for generations that would follow. I stand on the shoulders of my parents, Richard and Claudette, who pour their dreams, prayers, and spirit of giving into me every day with a daily phone call. And as the baby of my family, I stand on the shoulder of my big brothers and sisters. I stand surrounded by the invisible but always present arms of the numerous teachers, professors, and mentors who have guided me. I stand because of those who fought for the existence of this college in Jamaica. I stand strong because of an exemplary leadership team, my cabinet, and our governance leaders. I'm solid in my stance because of the 7 York presidents before me that laid this formidable foundation, and our active alumni who fortify it. I am solid ground because of the York Foundation Board who pour into the college. I stand for and because of York students, my North Star, my sun and my moon. Thank you for filling my day, our days, with purpose. I stand strong, we stand strong as faculty and staff because our students got next. It is their turn to take their rightful place on our shoulders. And finally, I stand here overjoyed, humbled, and proud to serve you as the 8th president of the York College of the City University of New York. I thank you.
Once again, Ashley Kiko.
Bass.
Uh.
Hi. 808. J.
Ready?
Let's go get 'em.
Come on.
Test. Our provost, Derek Brazil.
Again, having to follow that? Not fair. Huh? Oh, my entrance, right. Good afternoon, faculty, staff, students, and honored guests. I'm Derek Brazil, Provost of York College, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the start of the new academic year here at York. I'd like to offer a special welcome to some of our guests, former Mayor of Hempstead, Long Island, Mayor Wayne Hall and his wife, Ms. Dara Hall, class of 1978 York alum. Carol Mason from John Jay. Hakeem Lucas, President of Virginia Union University. Dr. Anthony Monroe from BMCC. And Bubemi Okuturo, Assistant Commissioner of Intergovernmental Affairs for the Department of Sanitation. Thank you all for sharing this day with us. Convocation is a time of renewal, reflection, and celebration. And today we come together to honor the people who make our mission possible. First, I'm delighted to introduce the newest members of our faculty. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Samantha Trementuro in the Department of Earth and Physical Sciences, Dr. Amelia Vignola in Health and Human Performance, Dr. Lorraine Sanasi in Health Professions, Dr. Vinay Cunningham, also in Health Professions, and Dr. Elisa Wilson in Social Work. Well, I guess they're all prepping for their classes. We are excited to have you join our academic community and look forward to the expertise, energy, and innovation you bring to your students and your colleagues. We also warmly welcome back faculty who return from fellowship leave. Their scholarship and creative work continue to elevate York College's reputation and enrich our academic community. I'd like to offer welcome back to Dr. Andy Silva, Dr. Emmanuel Chang, Dr. Jake Apkarian, Dr. Olga Burwood, Dr. Xiao Ying Hua, Dr. Don Robert Semple, and Dr. Dan Yang Zhang. If you're here, please rise. We are eager to see how your recent work will continue to shape your teaching and your scholarship here for York College. This year, we also celebrate the accomplishment of faculty who have earned tenure and promotion to associate professor. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Dina Lipkin, Dr. Juana Ramos, and Dr. Titima Srivatanakal. This milestone reflects years of dedication, excellence in teaching, and meaningful contributions to your discipline as well as to York College. We're proud of your achievements and grateful for your continued leadership. In addition, we recognize those who've been promoted to full professor, an honor that represents a career of sustained excellence, scholarly distinction, and deep service to the institution. Congratulations to Dr. Laura Beaton, the new chair of the Department of Biology, Dr. Andy Silva, Dr. Sean Williams, Chair of Health Professions, and Dr. Eva Vasquez. Your work sets the standard for all of us and exemplifies the highest ideals of academic life. Let me take a moment to emphasize that our faculty are the heart of York College. You are critical to fulfilling our mission of providing access to a rigorous, inclusive, and transformative education. Through your teaching, service, and scholarship, you uphold the values of academic excellence, integrity, equity, and community engagement that define York College and guide our path forward. To all of our faculty, new, returning, and advancing, thank you for your commitment to our students, to your fields of study, and to the mission of York College. Let's move forward together with purpose, pride, and passion into the next academic year. Thank you. And I guess as long as I'm up here, I have the honor of introducing our speaker. It is a distinct privilege to introduce our convocation speaker, Mr. Ray Warren, York College class of 1976. Where he earned his degree in communication. Mr. Warren is a distinguished media executive and founder of Warren Sports Advisory. Prior to this, he served as president of Telemundo Deportes, where he led the network to record-breaking Spanish language viewership during the World Cups and earned multiple Sports Emmy Awards. Over the course of his 4-decade career, Mr. Warren has held senior leadership roles in NBC Universal, Comcast, ABC, and other major media organizations, consistently driving innovation and strategic growth. He continues to serve York College as a dedicated member of our foundation board. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ray Warren.
Okay, just have to check this first. My daughter's getting married on Sunday. I want to make sure I'm not reading the toast. Thank you, President Schrader. Good afternoon, students, faculty, staff, alumni, family, and friends. It's an incredible honor to stand before you today, 53 years after I walked through the doors at York College, the Montgomery Ward building on Jamaica Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard with the L train going overhead and hoping not to get run over by people who weren't watching, students at that time cross Jamaica Avenue. Back then, York was relatively new. It was a small school scattered around Jamaica and other parts of Queens. Our nickname was the Nomads. We had to travel to get to classes. In the same, as it was pointed out, with the same 10 minutes in between classes, no matter where your class was. So now, on a 50-acre campus, and I have some friends here today who will tell you it's a mind blower. I've been here a bunch, but if you're just coming in from the Montgomery Ward building, this thing takes your breath away. Yet with that nomadic existence, wow. We had more determination than resources. We had heart and we had grit. We were the little engine that could. We had the energy that said we were just getting started, as you are just getting started in your new academic year. So while there were 1 or 2 addresses each year at most colleges, the Convocation and the Commencement, I believe the Convocation is more York-like. It's the beginning. It's all out there in front of you. Just as York continues to have so much room for growth. And now that CUNY has made the wise decision, thank you, Chancellor, to appoint President Schrader as the leader of York College, I believe President Schrader, with all of our help, is the person who will unleash the real potential of York College. Look at how her leadership has affected the academic core building, new track and field facility. President Schrader has so many plans to unfold that I cannot sleep fast enough to see what the future of York will look like under her tenure. I'm not big on talking about myself. I'm more interested in doing. But I'd like you to bear with me while I talk a little bit about my journey to York College. Living in Nassau County and being a non-resident, I came to York College for 3 reasons. 1, I was accepted. 2, since I was paying my own way, I could afford it. And there was no radio station. All the other schools I considered, they didn't all consider me, but the ones I considered, they had a radio station and a long way to get on the air. I wanted to be a radio DJ. I needed to be on the air. So this was perfect. I said, wait, no radio station? I'll start one. And we did. The little engine that could needed a radio station. As a freshman, I met Bob Reish, we'll introduce them all in a minute, in a communications class. And Bob had the same idea. In fact, he had it before I did. And while I kind of made good jokes in meetings, a little wit, a little charm, a little brains, Bob had the brains, the brawn, and the time and the effort to really make the radio station reality, along with some help from those of us who are here today. But I don't want to leave Bob's efforts out. He'd already started the ball rolling. So I found my voice, literally and figuratively, with Bob, along with several other Yorkies who founded the station. Some of my colleagues are here today, and I would be remiss if I didn't send a shout out to Bob Reish. Step on up, not to the stage, right there, who lit the spark, Jeff Konikoff, and Jim Meany. He's the serious one. Thank God, we needed a serious one. Along with 50 years of WYCR, we've been friends for all those 50 years. A few of the folks couldn't make it here today, but they're here in spirit. We played records, we read the news, we fumbled with equipment, and we made some magic. We did. So I hope those of you who are attending do more than just attend classes, take tests, hand in papers, and like us, keep a job while you're going to pay for it all. So get involved in something more, a group, a team, YCR radio, school newspaper, Pandora's Box. Side note, I actually wrote the review of Billy Joel's Piano Man when it came out. That's how old I am. Create that third dimension of the college experience. You will be amazed at what can happen. I was. Today, York is full of a faculty with brilliant minds, and they are bold decision makers. You, the students, are the researchers, the innovators, the artists, and the advocates of the future of your future. Don't wait for someone to hand you your future. Shape your own. Little engines can do that. I didn't know where life would take me when I started here, but I knew I was part of something bigger than myself. I carried the lessons, the friendships, the York can-do spirit every step of the way. Remember my reference to the little engine, it's very fast for a radio guy, you'd think I might be slower. Do you remember my reference to the little engine that could? I think I can. Well, faster than you think, you will be saying, I knew I could. It's your turn to rise, to reach, to make your mark. Welcome to the York College journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray Warren. Congratulations to President Schrader. And allow me to introduce now who will be performing the York College alma mater, our alum, Michelle Mack Corley. Where are you? Here we go.
Good afternoon, York College. It's so good to see you. Congratulations, President, Chancellor. Are there any other alums in the room? Can I just have alumni stand up? Alumni? Now I'm going to put alumni on the Dean, come on up, come help me out. Professor Jackson, come on up, come help me out, alumni. We're going to sing the alma mater. And as they're coming up, I just want to share a quick 30-second story to my future alumni. You know, I was not too far from your seat, class of 2011, and I was that evening weekend student, right? Thank you. Evening weekend student. And I remember having my job. I was working in advertising. I finally got my advertising check, and I'm doing advertising. And I'm here, I got my corner office, finally. And I remember my colleague, I went out to lunch, I remember my colleague, I had my accounting book on my desk. So my colleague, he had his accounting book, and he came back, he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I left my book. I said, no, that's my book. And then finally he says, no, that's my book. I said, okay, so what I want you to do, I want you to go back to your office, and then come back and just apologize, just say sorry. So he went to his office, he came back, he says, oh, you're taking accounting. I said, no. And he apologized, he said, Michelle, I'm so sorry. And why is that significant? Because here I was, taking accounting 101 at York College, and he was taking accounting at Columbia. It was the same textbook, same material. And that changed my life because I said, you know what? It is about me now doing the work. We were not getting shortchanged. And the beautiful thing about the whole thing is, I graduated York debt-free, and I'm sure he's still paying his Columbia bill. So we have amazing faculties, and I just want to encourage you all to just put in the work. You are not being shortchanged by being a York College alumni. Okay, alums. So we're all going to do this, faculty. Let's get comfortable. You can stand to your feet. We're all going to join in and sing the alma mater. Ray, I know it's been 50 plus years. Do you ready? Come on, Donna. Come on up. You didn't have an alma mater? Okay, come on up. Come close. Come close. Here we go. I'll start us off. 1, 2, 3. Hail York College, proudly we see York as the star of the city university. So here we stand to pledge by your name to bring our college glory, honor, and fame. From all corners of the world, from our rich diversity, in our common quest for truth, we have formed a family. And though we may be far away, yet our hearts are ever near to the school we hold so dear. Hail York College, proudly we see York as the star of the city university. So here we stand to pledge by your name to bring our college glory, honor, and fame. Verse 2, though the road was often rough, we worked hours late and long. When the going seemed too tough, we strove harder to be strong. And now we've made it here at last. We can hold our heads up high. We can spread our wings and fly. Here we go. Hail York College, proudly we see York as the star of the city university. So here we stand to pledge by her name to bring our college glory, honor, and fame.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Michelle Mac Corley, for that. And please welcome back saxophonist Ashley Kiko. music stopped, but the convocation goes on, but in a different way. Thank you again to our artist, Michelle Mack Corley, for your wonderful singing, and the amazing up-and-coming, you saw her here first, Ashley Kiko. Check out that website. And now I'd like to invite you, it says here, for music from York Radio, fun, food, ice cream, which evidently are not the same thing, and etc. So please, the afternoon is still young. We got a half hour before 2 o'clock. Please put down as much ice cream as you can. And thank you. We're out of here. Thank you again to our special guests, our honored guests, to our president, and all of you. Will be here again next year.